What I do in the class is I tend to focus on social relations, and I try to have the students situate themselves in the history as much as possible. Has anybody shelled pecans for hours and hours? Okay, you shelled pecans. Do you guys know how hard it is to shell pecans? Today we're going to be focusing on the Chicano movement. We're going to start with the development of actually the Farm Workers Union and how the Farm Workers Union and the Chicano movement itself grew up hand in hand with each other. That makes me really happy to be able to say, okay, let's look at this from a different perspective. Let's look at this from the perspective of women, of Native Americans, of African Americans, of Chicanos, of Asian Americans, and see where we are in this whole tapestry of who we are as not just Californians, but as Americans and as global citizens. And don't forget that before the mission system that you learned about in 4th grade started, there were people here before that, and they're still here. My dad is Choctaw Cherokee, and my mom is Mexican American and Tarahumara. And I think what they ingrained in me is an appreciation for who they are and where their families come from. I think for all of my students, I want them to walk away from my classes telling themselves, I fit in this history. I make an impact. I have a role to play.